Today we've got another look at the new iPhone SE 4 along with confirmations of all the upgrades, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got news that Apple are pulling sales of the current generation iPhone SE and the iPhone 14 in Europe to comply with new regulations that require them to have USB Type-C, and these regulations are actually coming into force today. Now this of course makes way for the new iPhone SE that does have a USB Type-C port. When it comes to the release date, we already know that the iPhone SE is going to be coming in March 2025, and it's most likely going to be in mid-March. And this makes sense considering it's 6 months away from the iPhone 16 launch and then 6 months before the iPhone 17. Now we also know it's going to be priced at around $550, which when you think about it is a very impressive price for the power and the performance that we're going to be getting from the iPhone SE. Something that you can buy today, however, is today's video sponsor, Ugreen's powerful Uno 100-watt charger and their 2-in-1 magnetic station in time for the festive season. I've been partnering with Ugreen for some time now, and this year they've launched some fantastic products that will make perfect Christmas gifts, and these are a couple of recommendations. Now the Uno charges 4 devices simultaneously with 3 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port, with a wide compatibility for all phones, tablets and earphones, and then the 2-in-1 magnetic station can wirelessly charge an iPhone 16 Pro from 0% to 35% in just 30 minutes thanks to its 15-watt Qi 2 certified wireless charging. Then we also get an additional 5-watt USB-C port for something smaller like an Apple Watch. There's also their 5000 mAh power bank that offers a 7.5-watt wireless power and 20-watt wired power, and of course you can go ahead and check them out now by clicking the link down in the description below. And they're also doing a Christmas giveaway where they're giving away £34,000 worth of prizes. When it comes to the hardware, we've got news that the rear camera is going to be a single 48 megapixel wide-angle camera, and it's also going to be the same camera used on the iPhone 16. It's the 48 megapixel fusion camera that also allows cropping for near optical 2x shots, and it makes it a little bit more versatile. And then on the front, we got the return of the notch, which is also going to feature the 12 megapixel true depth camera. Now thanks to Apple Intelligence requirements, the new iPhone SE is also going to be getting the A18 chip along with 8GB of RAM, and this means it's going to be great for all of the AI tasks as well as productivity and gaming. Now it's also ditching the predecessor's LCD display for a new 6.06-inch LTPS OLED panel, and this not only is a better display to look at, but it's also going to be much more power efficient than the predecessor. Now it's coming with a resolution of 1170 by 2532, and although the peak brightness of 800 nits seems a little bit low compared to the current flagships, it's still plenty, and it wasn't a problem when that was the maximum brightness that we had a few years ago. And we've also got news that the iPhone SE is going to be the first device to use Apple's own designed 5G modem along with a custom Wi-Fi 7 chip, and this is going to deliver the latest technology, and it probably assisted with some of the cost savings. And there's also lots of rumors about a larger iPhone SE 4 Plus model circulating, but these are simply just rumors at the moment, and I'm 99.9% sure that it's not going to be happening, and we're only going to have one option for the iPhone SE. A larger model is just going to cost more, and it just doesn't make sense. Now for those concerned with the design of the iPhone SE though, I've created these renders here including shots of it in my hand to give you guys the best illustration as I can, and then I've created these renders in different colors to show you the range. Now it's important to note here that one thing I don't know yet is the colors, and these are simply just guesses, but as soon as we get any confirmation I'll be updating these renders. And again, I just want to reiterate that these are renders and they're not real, but nevertheless it gives you a perfect illustration of exactly what the new iPhone SE is going to look like. Now for those excited for the new Apple iPhone SE though, we're going to run through the full specs, design and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is going to be worth the wait, so make sure you hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. For the iPhone SE 4 we get a 6.06-inch Super Retina OLED display. It's going to be a 60Hz LTPS display with an expected resolution of 2556 by 1179, and it's going to be protected by ceramic shield, and the peak brightness will be 800 nits. Now unlike recent iPhones, we won't be seeing the dynamic island on the iPhone SE 4, and we're instead going to get the old style notch to house the selfie camera and the Face ID sensor. The selfie camera is going to be a 12 megapixel wide angle camera, and the exact sensor is still unknown at the moment, but it's likely to use the same camera from the iPhone 14. Over on the rear, we get one camera, which will of course be a wide-angle camera, and while the exact sensor is still unknown at the moment, we know it's going to be a 48 megapixel camera.
Now it's going to be powered by the A18 Bionic and come with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It's also going to be powered by a 3279 mAh battery with wired and wireless charging. And while the fast charging is still unknown at the moment, we expect it to be around 30 watts. It's going to be shipping with iOS 18, and Apple are aiming for a launch price at between $500 and $550, and it's going to be launching in mid-March. So overall, the iPhone SE 4 is looking like a great refresh to the iPhone SE series, and it's looking much more modern than the previous generation. The iPhone SE is always a popular choice with consumers as it delivers the latest chipset and performance without all the bells and whistles of the most premium displays or cameras, and it now also brings in the USB-C standard. Now the phone has been delayed multiple times now, but it seems 2025 is the likely launch candidate, and that's not too far away. So if you're not too concerned about having the best of everything on your phone and you just want something that's cheaper but also performs really well, then you can skip the iPhone 16s that have just launched, not worry about the iPhone 17s that are going to be coming in September, and just opt for the new iPhone SE 4. Now for those with older iPhone SEs, I think it also offers plenty of reasons to get that upgrade, so it's no doubt going to be reflected in Apple's sales. And of course, launch is still a few months away, and if anything else comes in, I'm going to be sharing it straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.